So here we are into one more sum of internal rate of return, and this is the one which you can have for 5 marks. Okay, now this goes in this way. Initial cost of the project is given to be 20,000 and the lifespan is for 3 years. Lifespan means the how long the project remains active and it gives cash inflows. Okay, so the cash inflow in these 3 years are 8,000, 9,000 and 10,000 respectively. That is, for the first year it is 8,000 and for the third year it is 10,000. You are asked to calculate the IRR. Now before I go into the actual calculation, I would like to tell you that when I had discussed on the merits and the demerits of the payback period method, I told you that the payback period method is simple, easy to calculate and easy to understand. Now the IRR is exactly the opposite. Though it considers the time value of money, the IRR has a laborious process of calculation, and we go by the trial and error method. That is, first we take one rate of return, discount rate, calculate the present value, and if it does not come to the value of the initial cost, then we try out with another rate of discount. Okay, so it is a laborious, a long run process, but you have to remember that the internal rate of return, it considers the time value of money, so it is used for investment decisions or capital budgeting. Okay, so let us go back to the sum once again. So here the initial cost, as you have seen, it is 20,000, and here I have written it in a tabular manner. The years are given 1, 2, 3. The cash inflows 8,000, 9,000 and 10,000. Now the PV factor I have calculated first with the rate of interest 10, and I suppose you remember after two sums that how you calculate the PV factor. When the rate of interest is 10%, the rate of discount or rather is 10%, so the PV factor for year 1 will be equal to 1 by 1 plus r whole to the power 1, and for the year n it will be 1 by 1 plus r whole to the power n. Okay, that we had done yesterday and day before that. So PV factor we have calculated, where r is equal to 0.1 and 0.909, 0.826 and 0.751. Now the present value with r equal to 10%, we multiply the second column with the third column and we arrive at this value. Okay, and when we make a summation of the present values, we find it to be 22,216. Okay, you can work it out on your own and you can also see that it is 22,216. So naturally it is not equal to 20,000, so we have to use one more rate of interest. Why? Because internal rate of return is that rate of discount corresponding to which the present value of future income streams is just equal to the cost of the project. Okay, so here also we now 10 did not fit. What did we have? We have the present value greater than 20,000. So we have to lower that, and in order to lower that we have to do it with a higher rate of interest. So we have taken it to be 20% and calculated the IR PV factors with that R. Okay, and here it is 0.833, it is 0.694 and it is 0.579. Once again we have multiplied by the second column with the fifth column and we have got this, that is PV when R is equal to 20%. Okay, and here R was equal to 10%. Now here also when we sum up the present values, we find that it is 18,700. Now how long are you going to repeat? Okay, so what we do, we use a statistical tool, that is the interpolation method, and I have written it in two columns. R, it is 20%, present value is 18,700, and R is equal to 10%, the present value is 22,216. Okay, so when R is somewhere when will the present value 20,000, somewhere in between this. Okay, so 20,000, if 20,000 lies in between this, so IRR must also be within 10 and 20%. So we have a method to calculate. So we do it in this way, the ratio method. IRR minus 20, we are going back, by 10 minus 20 is equal to 20,000 minus 18,700 by 22,216 minus 18,700. See, this minus this divided by this minus this is equal to this minus this by 22,216 minus 18,700. Just in the proportion method we have done it. Now, so IRR minus 20 by minus 10 is equal to 1300 by 3516. Now, the rule is that you first turn it into decimal. It will come to somewhat 0.369. So this 10 comes here, minus 10, it is minus 3.69. So we have the equation here, IRR minus 20 is equal to minus 3.69. So this, when it comes to here, it is IRR is equal to 16.31. One word of caution I want to tell you, that is, since we are rounding off. Okay, we are rounding off. See here, here also we have rounded off, because this was 8.8333 was the recurring. This one was also a recurring decimal. For some the result may be 16.31, for some it may be 16.2, for some it may be 16.5. So don't have to be so concerned about it, but the procedure must be okay. Okay, so here R will be internal rate of return, and if the rate of interest or the rate of discount is 16.31, what we will see, that the present value, summation of present value will be equal to the cost of the project. Okay, remember the positive aspects of internal rate of return. It considers the time value of money, it considers all the cash inflows that occur during the lifetime of the project, and not only that, it is extensively used in real life for making capital investment decisions. Rather, if 2 or 3 projects are given, that project is chosen which has the highest IRR. Okay, so if IRR is high, it is considered that the profitability of the investment project is also very high. So we come, this is what I do in the class, that is in the first module I do the law of demand and the law of supply price determination with elasticity of demand. In the second module we have done the production output cost, both long run and short run production functions. Cost also I have done in detail. Markets I have done with the profit maximization sums, and in the third module I have done in totality the 3 mathematical tools that you have for capital investment decision: the payback period method, the net present value method, and the internal rate of return method. Please follow this whatever I upload, you follow, because then you will be getting to know the the theoretical aspect also, and the last chapter, that is the certain topics relevant for India, such as business cycles, gross domestic product, inflation, that I will be giving you a notes and you will read from there. Okay, thank you. And that much was of the syllabus. If any of you have any query, you are free to ring me up. Okay, thank you.